All right, welcome back to our episode. Ryan here with Chaos MMA. And today we have on Erick Hallett, who was drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Eric, man, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Jaguars fan myself here, so it's great speaking with you. Curious to hear some thoughts on your things. And for you, what was the day like for you? I know training's kind of over right now. Are you kind of training by yourself right now? Like, what's that all about?
Yeah, so we just got done with mini camp and OTA, so I'm just out here training, trying to getting ready for training camp in the fall.
Yeah, and well, with the draft process, take me through it. What was that like? I know you didn't get invited to the combine, and I that was probably some added motivation for you. But what was the
hmm
draft process like for yourself?
Um, I mean, it was fun. It was a bunch of ups and downs. Obviously, like I didn't get invited to the combine, so that was a little bit of a letdown. But I would still say like it was one of those only times probably in at least playing football where you're like you don't have any worries. Like I'd finished school, I graduated in December. So I was really just down in Florida where I went to go train and just focusing strictly on myself, focusing on football, like just focusing on bettering me. So I'd say it's one of those few times in your college career where, okay, I can not only get healthy, but I can completely focus on myself. I don't have any other distractions. Like I don't have anything else to worry about at this time.
Yeah, I mean, you got drafted to the NFL. Not a lot of people could say that. You did your thing. And throughout the process, was there like a certain question from a team or like a difficult question that stuck with you? Like, well, I'll remember this for a little bit. Was there any questions like that? Because you hear sometimes there are.
Um, I don't know. Honestly, they were all over the place. Like you were saying, we do get some pretty wild questions. Um, I would say probably the one that stuck with me the most is probably like who would you, to me at least, who would you bring, who would you if you had one teammate from your previous team, obviously in college, to bring along with you, who would you bring? And like I played with a bunch of guys that I've been playing with for probably 3 years at that point. So
Yeah.
that was a difficult question for me.
No, yeah, it's always curious because you see some crazy stories, some of the questions they ask, and it's just like you never think these teams would ask it, but some of the
Yeah.
here it's crazy. And the Jaguars draft you. I mean, I remember seeing this, and you're a very high prospect. They're saying you see your name. What was your reaction when you get the call that Jacksonville Jaguars are going to take you?
Honestly, it's just a sigh of relief. Like this is
Yeah.
what I've been working for since middle school ball. Like this is like a 10-year journey, and I'm finally okay. I'm able to see my name go across the TV. So I mean, it's a feeling of relief.
And how was your family's reaction? Like, how excited were they?
I mean, they were going berserk. I mean, we're down. I'm from Houston,
Yeah,
so we are down at my place in Houston, and they're just going crazy.
yeah. Nah,
The
I'm
whole
sure.
neighborhood woke up
Yeah, I'm sure that's a moment you'll never forget. A great
for
moment for
sure.
yourself, probably. And how has it been so far down there in Jacksonville? How has the faculty facility been? How have meeting all the teammates been like? How's it been down there?
It's a really welcoming environment.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people say like when you go to the NFL, it's cutthroat and it's next guy up mentality, but I feel like they've been really welcoming to not only me but all the rookies.
yeah.
Um, I mean, obviously Florida's pretty hot coming from Pittsburgh, a rather cold city. But I mean, I like it. Like I said, I'm from Houston, so I'm kind of used to the heat. But no, it's been really fun for me at least.
And with the coaches and everything, have you been playing back and forth with corner and safety? Like, have they been mixing it up, or have you been at one spot? Like, how has it been with the training so far?
Like you said, I've been rotating through them all.
Okay.
I started at corner, and then towards the end of training camp and OTAs, I moved to safety. So I'm just kind of rotating all the defensive backfield right now.
And I gotta ask, when you're going through the 7-on-7s, all the stuff, the scrimmages, has anyone trash talked you yet a little bit on the team? Has anyone give you a little trash talk?
No, not yet. I'm sure it's coming during training camp
Yeah.
though.
Nah, I mean, we'll see what happens. And Tyson Campbell, Darius Williams, they were one of the best cornerback duos last season in the NFL. One of the top rated corner duos. Really turned it up, especially at the end of the season, like this team. Have you
hmm
met those two yet? And have you learned anything yet? I know it hasn't been a long time yet, but have you met anyone? Like, have you met them yet and learned?
Yeah, I've met both of them as
Yeah,
well as Cisco and Jenkins, the two
yeah,
starting safeties. So yeah, I've learned a little bit from them. I mean, we obviously haven't dove deep in anything, but just like little technique things to get better in this defense because obviously it's learning a entirely new scheme. I have to learn entirely new techniques. But just learning those little tidbits from them so I could be better and kind of taking those and molding them into things I can do for myself.
How much do you think those two? How much do you think that whole secondary group can help your game? Because you know that they really turned it up. You know, how much do you think they're gonna help you now?
I think that could help me a lot, actually. I mean, like you said, they're pretty young. I
Yeah,
mean, obviously, D Will's been in the league a couple of years, and Jink been in the league a couple of years. But Cisco, I think this is only his third year, as well as Tice.
yeah,
So there's relatively young players. So
yeah,
like I'm looking to go and kind of develop my game, but they're pretty much doing the same thing. So I feel like we could all kind of do that together while learning from the vets like D Will and Jink. So I
yeah.
think it's a combination of really a really good group.
Nah, this is a young team. I think this is a really good upcoming team. You know, last season I'm sure you saw it was a great season for them. And one of the last things before a little segment. What's next season? Get me hyped up as a fan. Super Bowl? Is it Super Bowl next season?
I mean, that's always the plan,
Yeah.
obviously. I mean, what we were, I think it was like a 5 point loss to the Chiefs or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like 27-17 or something like that. It was close. It was like a touchdown game with like 5 minutes
Yeah,
left.
yeah. So I was like, we're there to the eventual champs, obviously. So it's just you got to find something to get better at, find something that you were lacking next year, improve on it, and see how you go into the next year.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly can't wait for next season. I'm sure you can either. Can't wait to get started with training camp too. And
Sure.
a little segment at the end. A little segment. I ask you some questions about, players on the team maybe, and some things about yourself. Are you ready? Whatever comes to your mind first thing.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I know you haven't seen much, but best dressed on the team so far.
Cisco probably
Okay, Cisco, I like that one. Best hair.
best hair.
Yeah.
Probably Greg Jr.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, funniest.
Mm, Probably Shaq. I think Shaq. Probably Shaq. Yeah.
Okay. I know that the trash talk you said you haven't, yeah, you didn't get any trash talk yet, but based on what you've seen, did you see any trash talk and who was the best trash talker?
I really haven't seen a lot. Honestly, like when we are at rookie mini camp, Tank was trash talking a little bit, but I mean that was just because that was the only time that we really had like competition. Um, so if I had to say anybody, it'd probably be him at this point.
Okay. And now this is one that was requested by some fans. Erick Hallett's best pickup line.
Best pickup line?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't use those. I
Okay.
just,
Okay. No, that's respectable. Just we had to ask the question. We had to ask. And another question. What happens if I lined up against you? Do I have a chance at all?
what do you think?
I don't think I have I don't know. Experience. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
I'll switch my cleats. We'll do like that.
That's fair game. And the last one, the fans want to rate the Duval. What's your Duval? Let's hear it. They want to see what your Duval is out of 10.
My Duval.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
yeah.
Duval.
That's solid. No, that's solid. I mean, that's solid. Really good. I'm sure it's gonna get better as the season goes on too.
Sure.
And for you, man, thanks again for your time. I really do appreciate it. No, if you want to thank, shout out anything or social media, anything, man, the floor is yours.
Yeah, shout out Duval. I'm looking forward to making Jacksonville my new home. Obviously, just looking forward to the season. Looking forward to getting to know all the fans, the city, the people around Jacksonville. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great season. I can't wait. And Eric, tell your teammates to look at their DMs more. I'm trying to get a couple more Jags. Tell them to check their DMs a little bit more.
I got you. I got
Hey,
you.
I appreciate it, man. For you, have a great day, man. We'll catch up soon. Have a good one.
All right, you too.